My name is Peter Blade. Thank you for joining this special edition of Inspiration Decision. The title of this edition is Marc Pacyga and the Silver Roofs Foundation. Our sponsor, as always, is John's Bakery, JONJOHNS Bakery.com. These are two wonderful human beings, John and Johnny, that run this. There's a microbrewery here in Rochester, New York. They do amazing food. Their desserts are world famous peanut butter balls that they ship anywhere. I encourage you to take a look. It's amazing. Their stuff is amazing. They're great people. Sundays here in Rochester, they're at the Brighton Farmers Market here in Rochester, New York. I strongly encourage you to go ahead and get yourself a treat from them. You will not be disappointed. And thank you to John and Johnny for sponsoring my videos. I wanted to talk about Marc Pacyga. Marc Pacyga was my childhood best friend. When I was 7 or 8, I broke my leg and I fell out of bed. And we were at church, at First Baptist Church here in Rochester. And we are in our hall. We have kind of like a little gymnasium. It's called Hubble Hall. And full-length basketball court, the whole bit. And we were there and playing around. And he bounced a ball in my cast. And I lost my cool. It hurt. I freaked out. I got angry. I got mad. Well, his mom settled it down, Joyce, and that started something. That started a friendship that lasted a long time. Marc and I grew up together in the church. And while our shared faith in the Baptist tradition is the basis of how we met and how we became such good friends, there's more than that. We went to high school together at Pittsford Mendon, and Marc always made sure that I was involved in whatever was going on. At part of church, we went to Green Lake, Wisconsin, and I'm blocking on the name, but near Ontario, Redlands, California, for conventions, and Saratoga Springs as well. And I remember on the trip to Saratoga Springs, or to Redlands, I fell asleep. I was out cold, and I was barely with it enough to know that we had to make a connection on the plane, and Marc made sure that I was on the connection. He picked me up. He carried me. I was out cold. I couldn't have done it. And he made sure I was on the plane and got moved over to the plane where I needed to be, and that my equipment was transferred as well. And Marc always took care of me. When I came home from Greensboro, North Carolina for my first run in college, Marc met me at the plane one time here in Rochester. And the way Marc picked me up, he was like, wrap his arms around. He would stand behind me and wrap his arms around me. Marc was a big guy, 6 foot, built like a brick shit house, to be honest. Just big, strapping guy. And he would carry me off he carried me off the plane. Of course, he had to tickle me on the way out, because when he had his hands wrapped in front of me, he tickled me, and I, trying to pee my pants. The usual. But Marc and I grew up together. We went to high school, chased the same girls. We went ahead and, went out on Friday nights, Saturday nights. And, when he started driving, he made sure that I was involved. He would pick me up in my, put my power chair in his mom's car, and eventually what became his car. And we would go and we would do stuff. And Mark passed away in November of 1993. He was working at a mall, an abandoned mall with his brother, William Palmer. And they had a business reclaiming refrigerant. And unfortunately, someone was, as I understand it, doing demolition work on the upper floor. And it collapsed. And Mark passed away on Bill's birthday. And that's hard. It's still hard to remember when that night I came home. I think I'd been working or in class, and I came home, and my parents told me that Mark had passed away. And it just devastated me. The next 2 weeks, we had a mutual friend, Kip Coffinger. We went to Mark's funeral, and I spoke, but it was a blur. It was those whole 2 weeks were a blur. Of course, I was honored to speak at his service. The family, Mark's family, Denise, and his parents, Walt and Joyce, they consider me and still do consider me a very, very vital part of their family. And I love them and I appreciate them. I grew up eating dinners over at their house on occasions and slept over there many times. And I am grateful for the friendship and the love that I got from them. I'm still in contact with them very often. And as part of Mark's legacy, his brother Bill has started the Silver Roofs Foundation. And he has asked, and I've accepted to be a founding member of the board of directors. And I'm deeply grateful. The purpose is that taking our God-given mission to help people. People with disabilities deserve to live respect, dignity, and really have a home, not have to live in a facility, have a home they can call their own, or rather they share with family or whatnot, live in a home with the people they love. And the purpose of the Silver Roofs Foundation is to make sure that happens. You know, the teachings of the Baptist religion are that we take care of each other. We love each other and we care for each other. And this is the basis of the foundation's goal, is to take care of people through technology, through building efforts, whatever needs to happen. We need to help people stay in their homes. And I am grateful to no end for Bill approaching me on this, to be involved in this. I'm deeply, deeply honored. I miss Mark. I miss Mark tremendously. Been a long time, and it still feels like yesterday that we lost him sometimes. But to be a part of this is my heart. You could look at Silver Roofs Foundation. Just Google Silver Roofs. That's SILVERROOF Foundation. And check it out. And, you know, I'm Silver Roofs. I'm sorry, there's an S on that. So, on my say so, check it out, please. Right now, it's based in Phoenix. I don't know when any expansion will happen. We're still getting off the ground. However, it is my honor and my privilege to be involved with this and to see what what good comes out of this for the people we help. And again, thank you to Joyce and Walt for honoring Marc. And I feel honored myself to be a part of this. This has been Inspiration Decision, the story of Marc Pacyga and the Silver Roofs Foundation. Thank you very, very much, and I hope you have a wonderful day.